Hey everybody, it is Tedley here, and this is episode 2 of season 11 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Oh my goodness, so this season is popping off with all kinds of drama and flavor already from episode 1 and episode 2. I'm still mourning the depressing loss of Soju from the competition because, as you guys know, I love Soju. I loved her online glow up with YouTube. I just thought she was amazing and wonderful, and then she had to go home first. But you know what? The one thing that I caught, just like last year when they did Miss Vanjie in each episode, they brought up the cyst again in this episode. So you know what? We might see a cyst joke each episode, and I have a suspicious feeling that they're gonna start doing a trend where the first queen to leave each season gets to come back or something like that. That's my suspicion, and that's what I think might happen with Soju. But so then on with this episode, there was a mini challenge where they had to get into Skag Drag at the beginning, and they were gonna do a photo bomb of like a famous celebrity picture. And so there was some crazy shenanigans happening, and you guys, yes, you all know what I'm talking about. Silky getting naked. And you know what? You know, I am all for body positivity, you know. Put it all out there, baby. But they didn't have to censor nothing. Never mind. I'm just gonna stop there. I feel like she did it because, well, hopefully, in a perfect world, she showed off her beautiful body because she was confident and not because she was just trying to get another gag. Because, like everybody been saying, you know, she's been pushing it, and it's, you know, a little to the extreme, and she won and all that, but okay, so we've seen her naked now. We know everything about her already, episode 2. But so anyways, then the girls on the team that wasn't on Silky's team was honest about their opinions. And then, of course, nobody spoke up later, except, of course, the one from Jersey, Ariel Versace. But so then everybody else was just kind of quiet and null about the whole situation, didn't say nothing. Nobody was saying anything to Raja. And then she popped off with a whole bunch of this and that and all that. And it was like, hold up, sweetheart. I didn't hear nothing about you, really. Like, and if you were fading into the background as far as that group, at least you stood out here with throwing up the drama. But I didn't see any reason for that to happen. Now, I will say I still love Raja because, you know, she tweeted me, you know, and I was super excited about that. But this seemed to come out of nowhere, and it was just kind of like grabbing. And I was almost wondering, like, the producers wanted to give her an extra minute before she got kicked off or something. Like, it just seemed so displaced that she was so upset about what Evie Oddly said as far as stepping your pussy up. But so then it got into the challenge, and so this challenge was a little convoluted in my opinion because you got to see a little bit of people doing really good, and even when I was watching the completed episode that they put together of it, like, it was so long, both of them. Like, they were the extended edition that they put on this time. I was like, okay, this is happening now, and this, it's like, they wanted me to follow on to a whole different storyline. It's like, I'm already trying to figure out who hates who at episode 2 right now, and now you want me to get into the fake storyline of the TV show, movie, Black Panther, the Get Out, like, oh my goodness, so much was popping off all at once. In the challenge itself, what stood out to me was Plastique Tiara doing a hilarious Vietnam imitation, and it was really funny, and she has really surprised me because y'all know I was saying I don't see it, but now I do. Now I'm like, hell yes, I'm actually kind of super Plastique Tiara team now. But she was so funny. I did not expect her to be that funny. And so that was a standout performance. But I do have to say what they were saying about Scarlett and Evie Oddly together on the team was so right. Because Scarlett, you know, she was kind of saying, they didn't pick me, they're so wrong. And then she did really good, and like I was kind of just like, oh wow, she did do really good. But like, I also don't think that it ever does anybody good in the competition to be like, oh, they didn't pick me, that was a mistake. Nobody wants to be around that kind of personality for sure. And so, like, I mean, seeing that, and then she did good, like, at least, I mean, she wasn't like, oh, that's about right, I won. But, like, going into it, like, big mistake picking me last. But so this season seems to have it out for like my favorites from the very get-go, because Soju went home. And I also like Kahana, like I was saying last week, like I met Coco. And then of course it's my hometown hero Mercedes Amon Diamond going up against Kahana Montrese in this episode. And you know, we all saw Kahana last week. I'm like, oh fuck, Mercedes is about to get her ass stomped. But you know what? Then it took place. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. We have something here. We're not just gonna get kicked off that easy. We're more than just, you know, a nice outfit made by Miss Prada Diamond herself at ultraglamgirls.com. When all was said and done, at the end of the day, I was still shocked by who went home. Like, I was just shocked. Like, this season, like, I haven't been able to expect anything coming up. Like, you know, everybody's just going home left and right. People that I thought would make it till the very bitter end. It's just a whirlwind of craziness and unexpectedness, and I'm actually really loving the season. For this episode, it's episode 2, there's a big possibility that these girls are just going to get lost in the crowd, and you know, it's usually the dance routine or the lip sync, you know, extravaganza this episode. And you know, it's so easy for people to get lost at this point, but this was a really well done episode, and people were actually taking the initiative to stand out. You know, I guess they took a note from Silky to step your pussy up and make sure that, you know, you get seen on the TV screen. This was another dramalicious season. This was, another shady episode. And so this was really good. I'm super excited for more. And I wore these sunglasses in memory of Kahana Montrese, who is sadly departed. My husband is making strange noises. But so with all of that drama, I'm gonna leave you guys there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in yet another week. And with that said, I'll see you next time. Mwah.